welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Cheryl Howard, who is the director of Nora Stewart Early Learning Center, and Roy Lovelady, who is a board member of Nora Stewart Early Learning Center. How are you both?
Great.
I'm blessed.
As I am as well.
All right.
Nice to have you both here.
Thank you.
So Cheryl, how long have you been the director of Nora Stewart?
In October, it will be 20 years.
20 years.
Yes.
So that tells me one of two things. One, you were there to stay. And two, Nora Stewart has been around for a really long time. Give me some of the history of Nora Stewart.
Nora Stewart started out in 1933. It started out actually in a home. And then eventually it landed where it is now, 505 East Ash, directly behind the post office.
Directly behind the post office. I bet a lot of people see that building and maybe don't know what it is.
No, we call ourselves a hidden jewel. We don't want to be hidden, but like you said, a lot of people don't know where we're located.
Okay, and so now when people see that building, after they watch this segment, when they see that little cute building behind the post office downtown, they can say, oh, that's Nora Stewart. Right. So give me some of the historical significance of Nora Stewart Early Learning Center.
Nora Stewart, like I said, had been around since 1933 with only 3 directors.
Wow.
Yes. Miss Amanda started it, Miss Davis, and then myself.
Wow.
But in between there, they had an interim director, Miss Betty Porter. She held the fort down until I did come on board, and she retired.
Wow. That's a long time. Mm-hmm. So when I think about 1933 until now, 2025, how many children in this community have come through the doors?
Oh, wow. I couldn't even keep track. I know we have put out some real good students. I mean, we've produced doctors, lawyers, teachers, a lot of teachers. I went through it myself.
Really?
My mother went there. My daughter went there. And so, yeah, it has a rich history.
It does have a rich history. Roy, what attracted you to Nora Stewart? Because I know to be a board member somewhere, you have to have some kind of passion for the vision and the mission of the organization.
So, first off, I really love kids. And after coming off city council, I had a lot more knowledge that I could help Nora Stewart with, from the knowledge of leading them to grants, and also just my professional opinions and ways that I can do things differently in order to adhere to success. So Miss Cheryl came to me at one day when I was doing her husband's hair and was like, Roy, we would love it if you would be on our board. I said, oh, how much work does that entail? And she was just like, not that much. We just need some help. So after that first meeting, I learned what it actually entailed, and I'm there for the long haul. So I'm there for the ride. I love the children. I've sat in on classes. I've got to meet and greet with some of them. So my goal is to continue to be there and help bolster them in any way possible.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that you said you go and sit in the classes.
Yes.
Like getting involved and active.
As a board member, I want to be acclimated and understand what's going on in the classroom, because how can I, as a board member, make decisions about something that I don't quite understand? So I want to be a part of the day-to-day learning. I want to be a part of understanding administration, and as well as the funds. So when I understand all 3 of those things, it makes it easier for me as a board member to make decisions that directly impact the school.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so with such a rich history, Ms. Cheryl, what is it that the Columbia community can do for you? Because Nora Stewart is it is an integral part of the Columbia community.
Right.
It's been here for so long. I mean, is there any other school, nursery school, preschool that has been around as long as Nora Stewart?
Not to my knowledge, no.
That's an amazing timeline.
Right.
So what can the community do? What can the community give back to Nora Stewart? How can we help?
Right now, we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for board members. But we're looking for board members that are going to be, like Roy said, very interactive board members. We normally do a once a year fundraiser. Right now, as we all know, financially, we've been hit hard. So we're looking to have a fundraiser here soon. We haven't set a date yet, but keep your eye open for Nora Stewart yearly fundraiser. We're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for donations. Donations help a whole lot. It also helps with families that cannot afford those tuition. Maybe an accident or something in their family has happened, and with donations, we can help cover that cost for them. We also have kids who don't always get fed. We're there to help those families. We feel like when you bring your child to Nora Stewart, you bring your child to a family center. I look at them as though they're mine. And so I have two grown children, and then I have I have 3 grandchildren. So it's just a home away from home, but an educational home. So we do really thrive on the educational portion of Nora Stewart.
Yeah, and that's what you want. Anytime you're turning your child over, right?
Right.
Like outside of your home, that's what you're looking for. You're looking
Right.
for somewhere where they're going to be safe, where they're going to be loved, where they're going to be in that kind of home-like environment where they're learning, though.
Right.
And where if you need a little help, right, you're
Right.
in a community where you feel like you can get that help.
Right.
And so that's what the Columbia community, that's where we can step up
Right.
as the Columbia community to help. So if there are any people or viewers who are watching or people who are listening who are touched, who feel that move, then reach out.
Right. If you walk by Nora Stewart and you see a piece of paper, you see a can in the line, pick it up, throw it away for us, because it will help the children.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. And so your website is norastewart.com.
Correct.
That is where people can find more information. They can visit you. You can reach out to Miss Cheryl. You can stop Roy. Roy is in the community everywhere. So you can always find Roy and ask him a question and find out more information. So norastewart.com. You can find out information. You can reach out and say, hey, I'd like to have more information about being a board member. I'm sure Roy will let you shadow him.
Sure,
yes,
he
I
will.
would. Yes, I will. I love to. I love to.
I am sure. Thank you both. Roy, thank you for reaching out. I'm glad to be able to have the opportunity to meet Miss Cheryl finally in person and have you guys here on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.